Hello there, it's me again. Here's a quick blog about what I'm up to today, right? Basically, I'm in ER Studio and we're looking at the database design. And I have here the membership type table, which is plugged into the members table. And it's got fields like age from, age to, whether they're a swimmer or not, and the description of it. And if we were to look, say, at the query for that, we'd see little things like competitive swimmer, casual swimmer, junior, dolphin, blah, 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 and parent, yeah? So there's a mixture of membership types in this table. Now, because it's based on age, from to, that means every year you've got to audit it. And that's all too hard, and people don't want to do that. You got to remember to do it, and if someone else takes over the database, you got to train them, as it were, to tell them they've got to do an audit to make sure everyone's in the right group. And yeah, so it's a bad idea, and always sort of knew it was. And what was membership table used for? It's for if you want to sort people into heats based on their membership type. So it can be useful. Probably not as useful as it should be, and certainly, obviously, if there are parents in this table that or people who aren't swimmers, obviously they don't end up in heats, Anyway, so what did I do? Well, here we are in version 3. This is, that's 1153. This is the next version up. And here we're looking at the members table, and there is no more membership type. I moved it. I moved it down and I plugged it into Swim Club. So Swim Club's got a little bit more beefy. It's got there's another new table called pool type that's a bit more descriptive. I still have length of pool here in the Swim Club table, though it's not really needed anymore, and because now it's in pool type, and that'll probably go out, get rid of. But also you might notice I've got swimmer category. So this is the new membership type, and it's plugged into the Swim Club. You can have multiple swim clubs, and so you can have different type of categories. So if you want to have 3 swim clubs in the database, you can go for that. Maybe one is short course, one is long course. Maybe the third swim club is maybe disabilities or something. Anyway, it's sort of looking the same. It's got age from, age to. There is no swimmer now field because they are all swimmers. If you make 2 categories of the same age to, age from, then you can add an abbreviation to make it unique. And if we look at the query for this, which builds it, there are no parents in here anymore, So this is me. I've just made you, when you first open the database, you've got a few categories you might want to use, but they look the same as membership types, don't they, at the moment? Yeah. All right. So, of course, there is some huge implications doing this. Basically, it just means I'm going to be spending a lot of time going through all the code and making all the changes so that this new table actually works. And it might take me today, tomorrow, the next day, probably all week to sort that out. But this table you don't have to audit. It's just a category, and you can also do things like archive the category that you created if you don't want to use it anymore. You can turn it on and off just for a one sort of special club night or something. So, like your championships or something, you might create different categories or something. You may not never sort by swimming category. when you do an auto build heats. But it's there now, and it makes a lot more sense. So that's it. That's your lot. Catch you later.